Hey guys, welcome back to Modern Creep Tarot. So today we have another pick a card reading. This one is going to be focused on what should my next steps be? What should I do next, basically? Kind of like just when you're feeling foggy, confused, and you just don't know, like you just need someone to kind of like knock you upside the head and tell you like, hey, like you already know what you're doing. Like here's just some guidance. Let me be a mirror to you today, so to help you get through to the next part of your journey. So I hope this really helps people who are watching it, and if it does, please subscribe, and leave a comment below, and let me know how you like it. So yeah, today we're gonna be doing the three choices I have. You can choose from this beautifully creepy gnome. Our second choice today is this little ghouly pencil topper. And the last choice is going to be for the group who chooses this beautifully hand painted tiger keychain charm. So let's see. Let's see if I can put this all up here for you. So pile one is going to be the gnome today. Whoop. Pile two is going to be this little pencil topper. And pile three is going to be this tiger keychain. So whatever speaks to you, let me see if I can. The lighting's kind of hard today. So whatever you guys want to choose. Gnome for pile one. Ghouly pencil topper for pile two. And for pile three, hand painted tiger. So again, these little charms are just meant to help you choose a pile, choose a direction. So I'll give you guys a moment and you can make your choice. Okay, we're going to start with pile one for everyone who chose the gnome. So already, like when I was shuffling earlier and thinking about pile one, thinking about, gosh, I don't know, what was going to come through for you guys, and it just felt like already like really kind of heavy energy. And I don't necessarily mean that in a bad way, but just like a lot, it seems like there's a lot of things on your mind, and ooh, that's too many. Um, and I think right now you're going to readings for clarity, for just to get the confusion out of your brain. Let's see. Let's get 6 cards for you guys from I'm using right now the Rider Waite deck. Let's get some cards. 6 cards for those who chose the gnome pile. Ooh, okay, already popped out 7 of Pentacles. So again, you guys have a lot on your mind. You're really thinking about what your next steps are going to be, and trying to just like really trying to figure out not because I always think that people put such negative connotations for the Seven of Swords being sneaky or a little underhanded, but I think with this energy for you, and especially the energy I was feeling earlier, it just feels like you're really trying to find your way through the fog of your mind right now. So let's pull some more cards. Okay, yeah, you're being tight. Ooh, you're really fighting yourself. Okay, let's get some okay. Some clarifiers. You're really trying to change your mindset. You're really trying to you're really fighting yourself and holding back. Why are you holding back? Why? Let's get a clarifier for this 4 of Pentacles. Oops. you want to start over. I just pulled the death card upright. And this is clarifying um, the Four of Pentacles. So here, like, you're trying to find a new way to open, a new way to express, but it's been a mental challenge for you. You've been making excuses. You've been fighting with yourself of what to do next. Like, probably, let's get the last card. Whew. Okay. I just meditated on the Seven of Pentacles last night. And I've had like a really hard relationship with this cards in terms of, because it's like about impatience. It's about wanting to get to the next step so badly that, you know, like you're kind of like, hey, I'm gonna leave all this shit behind. Like, I already put in so much work, nothing's happening. But I had a great meditation last night on this card where I was choosing to see it as a farmer who is coming back to finally cultivate her harvest. There's like a little bit more hard work to get this stuff out of the ground, but she, like, what I'm talking she because I was thinking about myself in this meditation, but seeing myself as a gardener, trying to harvest my crop. So knowing that I have to put in the hard work of like digging the stuff up, digging all those beautiful pentacles up, but remembering during my meditation, seeing these pentacles as these like giant juicy coins coming from the ground, and I'm like, oh, all I need to do is, you know, put them in a wheelbarrow, get them to my barn, clean them up, and then I'll be able to use these pentacles like they should be used. And I was thinking kind of like a vegetable garden, so I don't know. But yeah, so I've had like kind of a nice like perspective change when it comes to this card, especially in the future position, because right now it is clarifying the Five of Wands. And you know, right now all you need to do, like, you have to remember, your worst enemy is your mind right now. That I don't feel like it's your worst enemy, but it's the only thing holding you back. Like, you know, if you're facilitating between, you know, trying to find any way possible to get things done, but then at the same time, like, you're holding back so much that it's preventing you from moving forward. Like, look at this guy. Like, how is he supposed to stand up and go forward? You know, he's standing on these two slippery looking pentacles. He's got this giant thing in his hand, and he's trying to balance something, another pentacle on his head. How is he supposed to move forward when he's so, like, when, I shouldn't say he, this is a timeless reading, genderless reading, and I'm sorry that I'm reading so into the imagery of like a heteronormative looking male, but you know, but again, I'm sorry, I gotta work my pronouns. But you know, when you're going between, like, if these are the two things that you're kind of experiencing right now, is such a withdrawal from yourself. Not even a withdrawal from yourself. Actually, you're going kind of too much into yourself, a withdrawal from the world. Like, how are you supposed to interact? How do you expect yourself to do nothing but fight? You know, be in this, not even survival mode. Like, this is just a distraction. Like, you're using all of these things as excuses not to go forward. Like, hey, I got too many things. I have so many things I have to think about. You know, it's that that saying, I can't remember it right now, but it's like something to the effect of you shouldn't, like, being busy isn't like, you shouldn't, God, I'm like losing my words here, but like, being busy isn't necessarily a good thing, you know? Like, don't glorify being busy, and this is kind of what you're kind of doing with your mind. Like, you're retreating so deeply within and just focusing so much on this one thing, and then finding, like, um I'm going into like a fight mode in terms of your way of thinking. Like you're just trying to survive, and like here, and it's a large part of it is because um, you're putting so much on yourself. You're finding all these distractions. Excuse me, and finding ways to fight them, and like finding ways to essentially like not move forward. And then to have here the King of Swords reverse, yeah, King of Swords reverse, like again, like you're trying to find a way to get your mind straight and to get these ideas like out of your head onto paper, onto real life, and it hasn't been easy. And again, it's because you're in this transition mode. Like this is, this death card is about rebirth. It's about starting back anew. But you have to remember then, you're starting anew. That you're in the first phase of change, of transformation. Um, so to have these two side by side as like the last clarifiers, but you have to be a little patient. You have to give, like, first of all, give yourself the time necessary for change. Change isn't easy. It takes time because again, like you're really trying to um, change the way you interact with the world and how you think about it. So to be, you have to be kind to yourself and remember that this takes just a lot of patience. This takes your hard work. Like, this is why you have to be kind to yourself, because it takes hard work. And to know that it takes hard work, that you need, like, if you don't have anyone be your cheerleader, you need to be your own cheerleader. You gotta find a way to tell yourself, like, hey, I planted these seeds a long time ago, and now all I have to do is everything I know that I have to do to make sure that I harvest my crop in a way that benefits my mind, body, and soul. Just like every like everything you do towards all of your projects, like for work or for other people, like you have to put that same kind of time into yourself. Like would you like the way you treat yourself and your own goals, like do you treat them the same way as you treat your work goals? Like do you put the same amount of effort and time, because you're like with the work you get that external stimulation, you get that external validation to help move you forward, but are you doing that for yourself? Are you giving yourself that motivation or that pep talk or that kick in the ass telling you, hey, you gotta get you're on the road to change, so you gotta pack accordingly. You got to get your start changing your mind to a journey mindset that not like time isn't real. You're going forward, so your reality is constantly changing, so you have to get into a different mindset, right? Like you can't keep on thinking the same way. Like if you can't keep on thinking the same way as when you were this person, when you're sedentary and miserly. Like you can't have this kind of mindset when you decide to change, to go on a journey of transformation. Like you know these two guys, like this is so far from this, like, so we got to bridge that gap, and now we got to bridge that gap again to get to the next step. This is your bridge, you know so I got two more piles. One from the Holly Simple Fuzzy Prism Oracle. I love this deck. I've been using it for a while now. So let's look at your next steps. Let's see what you gotta call in, what my Council of Light has to tell you guys of what you gotta do next. Because, you, again, not even deep down, like, like, right in your heart chakra, or even, like, in your solar plexus. Ooh, we got cry. Ooh, I love that. As a fan of a good card cry or even just a good cathartic cry, this is you gotta release some emotion, draw, act, sing, go on a run or something. You gotta get that. You gotta like you have such pent up emotions. Like you don't. I don't even want to call them emotions because it just feels so much more than that. Like how can you call like transformation an emotion, but you feel it so deeply, right? So to be able to get kind of you got to get this energy out of your body essentially with this cry card. I think what it really is saying that all this excess energy you have here from feeling this way, right, from this feeling of transformation and change, like this excess energy you got to find a way to let it go. You got to either me, actually maybe you got to physically cry too. I will never deny someone a good cry. It's cathartic, you know? Okay, let's get two more cards. And we've got two shuffles. Let's see. A better shuffle. Let's get one better shuffle. Okay, two more cards. You know what? I think I'm gonna say this with every reading because it popped out when I was shuffling the cards before connecting with them. But breathe. Just take a deep breath wherever you are right now. Close your eyes and breathe through your nose and exhale audibly. You've got balance. Okay, one more card. Okay, trust. I love this. Okay, so from the Holly Simple Oracle deck, we have cry, balance, and trust. Cry, get those emotions out of there, and I think this idea of having like a cathartic something like an emotional release, like this is what's going to help you make you feel balanced again because you won't feel so held back. You won't feel so held back by the overwhelming emotions. Like you really need to learn how to trust. Sorry, let me get a sip of water here. Excuse me. Because you've got to trust the path you decided to go on. That you've decided to change, and you have to trust that you made the right decision. You don't want to keep on going back and forth in your head if you made the right decision to it could be anything, like either leave this person, let go of a person, change a job, move houses, whatever it is, whatever this definition of transformation and rebirth for you is, you have to trust that you made the right decision. It this really is going to help, especially help you move forward when you realize that you made a difficult decision, and not only did you make a difficult decision, you decided to go through with it. And you do realize that you know not a lot of people have follow through. So for you to actually follow through and make that change, or decide to make that change, like you haven't maybe made it yet, but you're on the path to, you're getting there, you're starting the grind. So trust that the universe has got you, that you have got you. You have got yourself. And for you to understand you have your own back is to really understand that the universe has got you too. It change is hard but necessary sometimes. And So I applaud whoever chose this pile, who is currently making this big decision to change and move forward. Like, I applaud you. Let's get one more card from this amazing deck, the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit. I'm probably just gonna read straight from the guidebook because it gets to me every time, you know. And I honestly don't have like, ooh, wow, spider. Okay, let's see. You guys got the spider card. I love how creative and how like colorful this card is. And someone just told me they had a dream about me, and it involved a spider web with a spider straight in the middle, and it was just reflected back, not even reflected back, but mirrored, not mirrored, but it was just like there was another spider web with the exact same markings, exact same spider, just right behind it. And I thought that was so strange. Like, I've never, I don't know. So just to see this, I think it's a great omen. Okay. Let me find spider. Spider. Okay. Sorry about this, guys. Okay. Ooh. Oh, I love this. Okay. So this is spider. I'm just gonna read to you. Creative prosperity through life's work. Dharma. The spider is an ingenious creator. Its greatest gift is weaving the thread of Dharma into the vast, intricate web that supports the spider and those around them, both financially and spiritually. It is hard work, but the spider neither tires or becomes impatient. This card reminds us creativity is everywhere. Be process oriented rather than results oriented, and soon your work becomes the weaving of a magical, priceless tapestry. Abundance follows. To bring this into balance, playful creativity. So, guys, get outside of your head. Really embody the process right now. If anything, this is the card of process. So embrace the creativity, embrace the space that this time is giving you to explore, especially explore your creativity. So guys, I think this is a beautiful way to end this message for everyone who chose the gnome. So thank you guys. If you liked this reading, please like, subscribe, and comment. And now I'm going to move on to pile 2. Everyone who chose the little ghouly pencil topper. Let's get started with your reading. Okay. Let's see what we got for you guys. Oops. It doesn't stand so well. I've actually had this pencil topper for like, I don't know, 15 years now. It came so, I don't know, I have a very special relationship with this little ghoulie guy. I love him so much. Okay, let's see what the Council of Light has for you guys. Let's drop into this energy of everyone who chose one of my favorite little ghoulie pencil topper guys. Let's see what messages are in store for you guys. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. really do think this reading. I mean, I know I haven't pulled any cards, but just the emotion, the feeling already I'm having is abundance. Like maybe, gosh, let's see what his first card. Ooh, first two. Ooh, okay. We have already Empress reverse, Queen of Wands reverse. And what did I just talk about? Abundance. And okay, I don't know, just energetically, so much like overwhelming, like big good emotions. Like this is, I think this is gonna be a really kind of playful, maybe like, I don't know. Let's see. Ooh, Ace of Cups reverse. Okay, guys, you're kind of, you know, I gotta say, um, already with just these three cards, like I know that they're all reversed, but again, like this is why you're coming to reading, because you're figuring out what the next steps are, right? And right now you're feeling good, productive. You have an overabundance of like either creativity, emotion. Like this is an overwhelmingly good time. But I know that sometimes when that happens, when you have that you get, you're kind of getting everything you want. So it's kind of like, okay, so it's all coming to you, but then now what? You got to think of like more goals. You've got to think about, how you're going to push yourself forward, because you're kind of getting everything you want. And but you want to keep it going. You want to keep that feeling going. And how do you kind of contain? How do you contain this abundance? How do you contain this like this overwhelming emotion of happiness from like creation? Because I think has a lot to do with like creative abundance. Like someone is like going on a creative streak right now, and they're just producing. Let's get some clarifiers for these cards. Why are they in reverse? Like, is it just overwhelming emotions, or is it, because I feel like you have so much to offer, so much to give, that you're kind of you're not sure about which like projects to take on next, because like you might have like so many things on your plate. It's about now choosing what is that thing, what is the next thing that I can pour my love and energy to. Like, and I don't feel like you want to choose the right one, but you want to choose the one that connects deeply with you right now, because again, to keep this kind of creative streak going, this abundant streak going, like you want to make sure that you're making the right decision of your next project, And I gotta say, before I even say anything, we already have a card. We already have the Reverse Magician. Wow. The Reverse Magician, clarifying the Empress. Like, whoever is reading this, you have magic, like, the magic to produce right now. This is beautiful energy. Again, I know it's reverse. And people don't like seeing reverses, but again, but again, like, if these cards weren't in reverse, then why would you be at this reading? You know exactly what you need to do. And I think this is typically the kind of reading when I'm giving it, I already have that feeling that whoever, like, if I am doing this for a person, but since I am doing it for this YouTube audience, like, whoever chose this little ghoulie guy, it's not like you know exactly what you need to do, but it's like you just need to do something. You need to choose, because it doesn't matter. I want to be like, it doesn't matter the project you decide to take on, because you're gonna find you will find a way to connect to it. You will find a way to produce it in a way that is like exceeding your own expectations. So it's like so making that choice of what it's gonna be, of what you choose to pour your heart into. Um, whew, okay. This either has maybe to do with, I don't know, maybe it has to do with a person or just friendships in general, because the last two cards I pulled are Knight of Pentacles and Six of Pentacles. So you definitely want to offer your services like to the world. You want to, but again, okay, since it is the Knight, but this is the slowest Knight. You know, he's overprotected and under like a little underwhelmed. You know, it's like you've brought all your supplies, you brought everything with you, and yet this guy ain't moving. But hey, all is well and good, because these like this project that's coming to you, this artistic creative thing that you want to share with the world, that you want to give so freely from yourself, it's going to take a little time. You know, it's going to take a little bit of time for you to get it off the ground. But again, like, you have in just a 6-card spread, like, you have two major arcanas. Like, you are being divinely guided. You are definitely on the right path. But slow down right now. Slow down. Take a breath. I was just saying this in the first reading, that when I was like connecting with the cards earlier, doing my pre-shuffles, I got, oh, I'm going to pull from this deck now, but from the Holly Symbol Oracle, Fuzzy Prism Oracle deck, the card Breathe came out, and I realized, like, oh my god, like, this is gonna be the overarching theme for all of these readings, is to breathe. Like, right now, you're being so hard on yourself and your own success that, like, you're not really enjoying it. Like, enjoy this time right now. Enjoy the things that you have cultivated that have come in, instead of always trying to get to the next step, you know? When you start getting the mindset of, oh, I have to replicate what I had before, like, you're kind of forgetting to be grateful. You're forgetting the process that it took you to get to that last project, that now that you finished it, that you can move on to something else, to start creating more abundance for yourself. You're forgetting to enjoy it. And the Empress upright, she enjoys herself, and you should too. So before you try to take something on to try and keep this going, enjoy. Take a breath and enjoy where you are. Go to a park, sit beneath some, or whatever it is that is part of enjoying the abundance that you just received. Like, sit down today, in the next couple days, this weekend, whenever you're listening to this. Take a day or two and, like, enjoy it. Try not to think about the future, and stay present in the moment. So let's pull 3 cards from this deck that I love so much. Let's see what messages are going to come from this deck. Let's get 2 shuffles. Good shuffles, good shuffles. Ooh. Okay, let's pull 3 cards. Ooh, energy. Energy. Let's conserve some energy. Conserve your energy. Get it back into your body, instead of trying to, like, it's one of those, like what I was saying before, like you're trying to like replicate your abundance. So instead of trying to push that energy outwards, trying to like physically do something, you got to go a little bit inwards, enjoy yourself, take that energy back into your body and enjoy it. Enjoy it, like call that energy back. You know, it belongs to you. You got to replenish your well. Let's turn this Ace of Cups back upright. And let's get that energy back inside your body, especially emotional energy. You know, stop beating yourself up if you feel like you're not moving forward. It's not productive. You know, you're just being mean to yourself, and no one wants that. Okay, 2 more cards. Ooh, okay. Courage. Courage and discover. Ooh, I love that. Okay. You know what? While we're here, I'm just going to pull from one of my favorites, the Animal Spirit deck from The Wild Unknown. And I'm just going to read directly from the book because every time I pull from there for myself, like, it gets me every time. So I know whoever needs to hear that message from that book, like, I'm going to give it to you. Okay, what should they do next? What messages have we got? Ugh. Let's see if I can get 2 good shuffles here. Nice shuffles. Nice, nice. Ooh. Ooh, that was a good one. Okay. 1 more shuffle. Okay, let's pull 1 card for my Gluey Pen group. Wow, pen topper group. What messages do we have today? And what should I do next? You know, what should I... Not I, but really embodying the people who... This creative energy, this abundant energy. Okay. Let's see, let's see. Ooh. Wow. You know, Phoenix, guys. A spirit cosmic card from this deck. This is... I can't even. I can't. Like this. Okay. First. Let's go through this Holly Simple deck. So here we got energy, courage, and discover. Like everything that we were talking about before, like conserve your energy. You gotta bring it back in because right now, this really has to speak to this discovery card. The discover card. Because in your quiet moments is when you're gonna be able to like discover like either what you truly want, which direction you really want to go in. But again, like I love that there is this kind of like big black expanse like encompassing the figure, and like that's kind of closing in. And what do they do? They just reach down. You know, it's kind of giving them that like you have to see things from like a different perspective, but like that quiet, that you know, that darkness that's all encompassing. Like you know, take that, kind of live in it for a second, live in that quiet dark space, and see where it takes you, see where it, you know, what you can discover within that darkness, because darkness doesn't have to be scary. You know, it's again like it's a quiet place. It's like just get to that quiet place in your mind where you feel like you don't like all that external stimuli is just kind of, it goes away. Let's you breathe. Breathe, breathe, and allow yourself to give yourself that space to discover something new. And again, this takes courage. This takes courage to get to here. Like this Phoenix energy, but again, like let's go back to courage. Like, you know, again, like if you're using if you're using this time, like you kind of called in all that abundance, but now like you're kind of, I don't know, low key kind of panicking that it's not going to stay forever, like reality is setting in, that, you know, things change and you're well aware that like all good things come to an end. But like this card is about the courage of like, hey, you courage yourself that you are at a point in your life where you don't have to worry so much about your progress, because you've been progressing. You have graduated to a new stage in your life. That you've graduated to a new stage in your life, that you don't have to worry so much about yourself. That just because things are at the precipice of change again, that you are going to somewhere new, that it doesn't mean that you're not ready. But it just means that you're getting ready. You're finding a new way. You're finding the new steps, and it takes time. You know, it takes to have the courage to get through that time and not just be taken in by distractions or taken in by like the next new shiny thing. Like, it takes a lot of courage to follow your dreams, to follow through with your dreams. So, on that note, let's read from the guidebook on this amazing card, Phoenix. I really can't, guys. This is truly... Okay. Phoenix. Freedom from suffering and past karma. Reincarnation. The phoenix represents the transformation of our past. It doesn't mean running from it, denying it, or burning bridges with rage. The phoenix employs an advanced technique described in yoga as the burning of impurities through the practice and dedication. Tapas. The essence of the phoenix is with us when we realize we've been suffering too long and something must change. We take a stand and decide to live consciously instead of being driven by the unconscious mind and its a long list of fears and aversions. At the very moment, the spark of the phoenix is lit, and the great bird helps us burn through our baggage. We no longer run from who we are and what has happened to us, or what we have done. The stuckness and the dead weight fall into ashes, and the lightness and clarity emerge. As the stagnancy continues to smolder, the phoenix lifts our spirits up, and we begin to recognize ourselves again. We may catch a glimmer in our eye that wasn't there before. Look closely. It's a sign the fire of transformation is upon your wings. Whoo, guys, this is really beautiful. Do some root chakra healing, a root chakra meditation, and feel that stirring from the bottom, from your first chakra, you know, from your bottom, almost like from your feet, and like feel that energy just like pushing up, and just like, again, from the ashes, something is coming. Your next steps are coming along. Oh, guys, like, I'm overwhelmed by this one. I'm really glad that you guys are really trying to find ways to keep on continuing the abundance instead of getting into that malaise. So I really, guys, that was really beautiful. But now we're going to go on to group 3 to So pile 3 for everyone who chose this beautiful hand painted tiger keychain. Whew. Let's drop in. Let's see what messages the Council of Light has for those who chose this tiger talisman. Let's see what messages. Ooh, reverse Knight of Pentacles. So maybe feeling a little stuck, or maybe a lot stuck. Not really moving forward. Okay. You know, especially coming off the energy of that last reading, like, this does feel totally different. Like, it's like reality is, I don't know how to say it other than, like, it feels like reality is everywhere. In my mind, around me, like, not being able to connect to that, to like your higher self, maybe, like you feeling a little disconnected from like the other world, from the like dimension beyond. Like, I don't know, maybe like you do feel so usually, God, how can I say it? Like, so you just feel like you usually feel so connected, maybe, but right now you feel like literally just so stuck in mud or something. Okay, let's pick some more cards for, I don't know, this earth energy. Maybe it is like a really choices. You guys are in your feelings right now. I don't know if it's about a person or a situation. Let's see. You know, because it looks like you're really turning away. You're really turning away from whatever it is. You're definitely looking in the other direction of maybe someone's offering you something, or you want to offer. I mean, maybe you do want to offer someone like your love, or I don't know, a proposal of some kind, but let's see. Too many cards. Okay. Ooh, the sun. Why are you walking away from the sun? Why? What? I mean, okay. We already know, we already have the sun in this reading, so we know full well that this is going to be a positive outcome, you know? So you might be feeling stuck right now, but it doesn't mean you're going to feel stuck forever. And, you know, and you're going to get through this. But you're looking away, like something is, I don't think it's a distraction. I do really think, because it is, you know, King of a Knight of Pentacles, that is very much an earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and I wouldn't be surprised if, just to make life a little harder, let's take the long way around. Let's see why they're taking the long way around to this happiness, to this next, like. Okay, let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Why are you feeling so stuck, bro? Why are you looking to take the long way? Whew, King of Pentacles. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Clarifying the Two of Cups, we have the Empress. Clarifying the Sun. Jeez Louise, we have the Magician. Okay, guys. Someone, you are just... Okay. Wow. Wow, this is incredible energy. I mean, for someone who's feeling so stuck, you are also, like, on such a fucking like creative tear, right? Like you are underneath all of this right now. Like it's an overwhelming amount of energy and production and creativity. Like the abundance is like, I don't know, maybe that's why you're feeling so stuck. It's because you know, you know full well that you have all of this stuff coming in. You're kind of just, you're this dude, you're waiting. You're kind of looking the wrong direction. You're turning like, I don't know, how can I do this without like totally. I mean, okay, you have 3 in a 6 card reading already. You have 3 major cards. Like, so the fact that, so I don't know, the fact that you're kind of lollygagging. You want to take the you want to take the long way route to get to this happiness, and I don't blame you. I do that like all of the time. Like I literally say to myself, "Let's take the long road home." Like I say that to myself all the time when I'm driving, and I don't know why. Like I do I really want to waste gas? Do I really want to waste time? But no, it's like for me, during those long rides home, I that's when I get to do my best thinking. This is where I do a lot of my making my choices. Like a lot of my decisions are like have been through like long commutes in my car. Like I have a special relationship to all the cars I've had because you know it's like this is you're trekking along, you're kind of in this like cocoon. Like you see like every time I see this guy, like he's in full armor on a horse that's not moving, that there's no action whatsoever. Like the action's like so maybe very very far away, but this guy is ready. He's he's waiting. He's waiting for someone to tell him to do something, and that's you. You're waiting for someone to tell you what to do next, what choice to make, because you kind of don't want to do it. You don't want to be the one to make that choice because um it's kind of like every choice is a great choice, but um, you don't know, like you feel like one choice is going to be better or more lucrative, but no, you cannot think that way. Any choice you decide to make right now is going to benefit your future. I mean, this is your last card, the Magician. That ability to connect, here from here, like connecting the universe to the earth, to like all the way down, all the way up. Like you have that power. You just, whatever it is, you gotta do it. You have to. And you can't let other people make your choices. You can't let the responses of other people or how they act or whatever, you can't have that be like you need to be able to make these decisions from just deep from within inside yourself. This ability to trust what to do next, because you do. I mean, again, like I'm just a mirror for you guys, so I know, like, in tarot is just a mirror, a reflection of you deep inside of yourself, the things you might not want to see or know. So I know, you guys, you already have like 1 or 2 things in mind, and you just got to make the choice. Doesn't, again, whatever choice you make, it's not going to be a bad choice. It really isn't. Because you know why? Because you're this person. You're the Empress. You create. This is coming into your future. The ability, like, this is, you're meeting the highest forms of yourself. Like, that's insane. Welcome her with open arms, and like, don't welcome her like ragged and like, hey, I've been like toiling away, like I don't know what's happening, like blah, blah. Like, accept it with open arms. Do the hard work. Don't let someone else make the choice for you. This is your time to truly shine. Truly, truly. God. Okay, we're going to pull from the Fuzzy Prism Oracle deck from Holly Simple Tarot. I've been using this deck for years now and I love it. I really, really do. So let's connect with... ooh! Oh my god, 3 already came out. We're just going to take it. Ooh, okay, these are beautiful already. So we have time, surrender, and risk. Okay, guys, it's time. It's time to let go. It's time to let go. It's time to just take that risk, to move on, to move forward, whether it is like creating a relationship with a person, creating something new. It is the time now. Like, you know, don't continue to be this guy. You know, the universe is already telling you, you got this. You have literally, you have everything already to create and to manifest. You have everything at your fingertips. So you don't have to be this guy anymore. You could totally be the King of Pentacles, luxuriating, you know, enjoying that pentacle instead of trying to give it away to someone else. He's here straight enjoying it. You could be that person. You know, it's the time. Surrender. Take that risk. Okay, we're gonna pull one last card from just one of the best decks out there. It's Animal Spirit from the Wild Unknown, and I'm just gonna read straight from the book because every time I pull from this deck and every time I read from there, it gets me. So I know someone's gonna need to hear that message. And let's see, let's get into this energy for the third pile. What do you guys need? What do you to take you know, what should you do next? What card is here for you guys? Let's get 2 good shuffles. Ooh. Let's get okay. Stingray. Ooh, that's beautiful. I don't think I've ever pulled this card. Let's see what it's got to say. Oh, wow. Stingray. Okay. Developing confidence, sense of self, or spine. The Stingray card represents a pivotal point in personal growth. The moment has come when the Stingray must decide between the old, easy, comfortable, and familiar, and the new, challenging, uncomfortable, and unfamiliar. Pressure from family and friends makes the decision even more complicated. No matter what choice is made now, it's inevitable that this dilemma will surface again and again, as the forces of Dharma growing within Stingray is too strong to ignore. To bring this into balance, move through the discomfort. So guys, like I've been saying before, you just gotta make that choice. Like it might not sit well with everyone, but hey, if it sits well with you, you gotta follow. You gotta follow that feeling. And don't be afraid. Like, don't be afraid to embody all of this, okay? Don't be afraid of it. It's here for you. It's here for you. Whoever chose this, like this, the time is now for you to really collect and like everything coming in, okay? So it's time. Guys, If you like this message or connected with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much, guys. Until next time. Bye.